Moving onward to our next session on the topic Holistic DEI Strategy, Move Matrices That Matter. Introducing our speaker, Ms. Sonika Aaron, CEO of Marching Ship. Ms. Sonika Aaron, an XLRI postgraduate, founded Marching Sheep in 2013, specializing in HR consulting for diversity, equity, inclusion, employee well-being, learning interventions, and policy streamlining. Recognized as a top HR firms by Forbes, UN Women, and others, Marching Sheep is a thought leader in progressive HR practices. Welcoming Ms. Sonika Aaron with a huge round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. Are you all wondering why are we speaking about DEI in an L&D conference? Anyone who has doubts or concerns about this? No? It's okay, na? Everybody is okay about it? Good. All right. So, I'm going to start the session. It's a very tough act after what Padmaja has done, but we'll still try to keep up the energy, okay? So I'm going to start with a set of questions, right? This is the group of people who need to drive the learning culture in the organization, isn't it? So let's see, yeah? Okay. We'll skip this. The first question on the screen, okay? What do we celebrate in April from a DEI context? No Google, please. No ChatGPT. Sorry? Fool's Day. Absolutely. 1st April. But the whole month, what do we do? Repeat it. Internet, sir. What is going on? Today is 18th April. Google kiya hai? Sir, what is that about diversity and inclusion? Yes, yes. Autism Awareness Month. Very good. Then there is another month. That is the month of April, which is more specific to India. Any thoughts? Something that many of us don't want to touch, even though we want to have a diverse workforce. We talk about building inclusive culture. Everybody is welcome. But we don't even want to touch it with a barge pole, this topic. Close to that, religious. Arey bhai. April is Dalit Awareness Month. We've not even started talking about ethnicities as a diversity dimension in the organizations. When we speak, and we work with more than 380 organizations across 80 countries. When we speak to organizations and say that what is it that you want to drive? Yes, you want to drive inclusion, but what is your focus? Gender. I said, very good. Now, within gender, is it LGBTQ? Women. I was like, very good. Okay. So, then comes women in corporate office. Because sales and manufacturing mein nahi hoga. But can we get 30%? Marketing, can we get it in leadership levels? Can we start from there? But वहाँ से start कैसे होगा if we don't build female talent from ground up? I can't give birth to somebody at 45 years old who's a VP strategy and a woman. So, next question. house, can you all come to an agreement? Yes or no? Sorry? Sir, insurance. Okay. Say that insurance covers mental health. Hands up. Let's meet after the session, please. How many of you, I mean the rest obviously, you think that it is not covered? As of October 2022, IRDA said that mental health has to be mandatorily covered by all insurance providers. If as part of HR we do not know, how will we ask our service providers to extend this to our employees? Yes, sir. So there are categories, there are also ifs and buts and different companies. There are 6 companies as of now, 6 insurance companies which are covering mental health from stress, anxiety, panic attack, Parkinson's, etc., depression. You don't need to be hospitalized to be able to claim that. You can, even your regular therapy that you go for to a counselor can be covered. So you need to really get to the depth of what is covered. Okay? When is Transgender Day of Remembrance? If organizations are working on inclusion on one dimension after women, it's LGBTQ. And trust me, it is not just like inclusion of women is not just about the month of March. Inclusion of LGBTQ cannot be just about the month of June. Transgender Day of Remembrance is on 20th November. The day stands for remembering all those transgender people who lost their lives because of transphobia. 31st March is Transgender Day of Visibility. That celebrates transgender people who have made it big, who have succeeded in their fields. While the entire month of June is celebrated as Pride Month, when is the Pride Day? (22nd, 19th, any more guesses? 8th, no. 9th, 28th. Krati, can we get a chocolate? She seems to know 2 answers by now. Yes, it is the 28th. That was the day when that pub way back got raided by the police. And that was the day for the first time the LGBTQ community got together and protested. Okay? ये तो सबको ही पता होगा. Who made first double century in one-day international cricket? Pakka? Who's that? Thank you, sir. Can we give him a big hand? Can you stand up? They can't see you. It is not just men who play cricket, people. Belinda Clark, 1997, the Australian women's team captain. 229 runs. But Tendulkar to sadda. Who is the oldest person to climb Mount Everest and at what age? Ayo, spin drop silence. Yes, yes. Half a chocolate. 80, 3/4 chocolate. Full chocolate. Yuichiro Muira. Okay? The first time he scaled, he was 70 years old in 2003. Then he had a heart condition, but he still went ahead in 2013 at the age of 80. And his record is still unbeaten. But what do we say? People above 45 don't understand technology. If you've not made it big by now, अगर अभी तक VP शीपी नहीं बने तो फिर अब नौकरी नहीं मिलेगी. We should not hire people beyond a certain age because they will be not flexible, they will not be willing to learn, they cannot adjust in our team. What is that? And then all this talk about Gen Z, the younger the better, gamification for the Gen Z. उनको तो समझ ही नहीं आएगा अगर गेम मत खेलो तो. So when we talk of diversity, folks, and it is very interesting and important for all of you because you all are responsible for keeping, or rather you are the torch bearers of making sure that everybody in the organization, irrespective of their gender, sexual orientation, disabilities, their age, they get covered in a robust L&D framework. And one size cannot fit all, right? You cannot just assume that because a person is a Gen Z, that person will only like micro-learning modules. That person will only like bite-sized modules. That person will only like gamification. Simply because a person is a senior person does not mean that that person will only sit for 2 hours. वो पूरा दिन निकाल ही नहीं सकता training के लिए. All these constraints we have put on ourselves. And we allow the business also to put on us. They want the ROI, they want the impact, they want the behavior change, but 90 minutes में कर दो. 40 years, everybody is okay with Hindi, English? Yeah? तुम 40 years तक टॉक्सिक मैनेजर हो, 90 मिनट्स में मैं तुमको क्या बना दूं? ऐसा क्या मेरे पास मैजिक वॉन्ड है? नहीं है बॉस. So that is where you all come in and DEI and L&D merge. And you know, sometimes when I speak to clients and they say that, you know, we've really made progress on DEI. I said, great. What do you have? We have a DEI policy. I fall there and then. What does a DEI policy do? What does a DEI policy have? Anyone who can tell me here that because you have a DEI policy, you are an inclusive company? Or you are an inclusive company because you have built the capacity for your hiring managers to be able to hire without unconscious bias. Or you are an inclusive company because your managers know how to give feedback, constructive feedback, irrespective of gender, irrespective of whether somebody has come back from a maternity break, irrespective of whether somebody is a Gen Z or a Gen X or a Gen Y. Now, your DEI role, whoever that would be, will create this strategy. But you as L&D have to take it to the people. Whether you do it with gamification or you do it with micro-learning or whatever, but you have to take it because the real heroes in the journey of inclusion are the managers. An employee experiences an organization through the manager. When an employee has an issue, They do not go to the CEO or the promoter or the CHRO saying कि हमारे को हमारा leave balance कितना है, मेरा manager is not allowing me to leave, go on leave, or they said they nominated me for a training and then they said कि HR के लिए attendance लगा के फिर वापस आ जाना. They are dealing with the manager every day. And second, when they go to work, how do they feel dealing with their peers? How included do they feel? All of this depends on the manager. I think in the panel before lunch, there was someone who spoke about how critical it is to build managerial capability. And that is where today managerial capability is not about just driving results. It's about building psychological safety. It's about building an inclusive culture. It's about saying that irrespective of who you are, you will be evaluated on merit. Can we have that? Or do we have, अच्छा, तुम भी उस गांव के हो, मैं भी उस गांव का हूँ, चलो. Or you are from the same college as me, same institute as me, तो चलो. Right? What is that one KRA that every CEO has today? And therefore every CHRO and therefore every L&D head. अरे यार, culture तो umbrella है. Making people stay. Okay. What is it that promoters, investors, shareholders are asking, and even clients are asking you to deliver on? Every business. Sustainability is a part of? Who said that? Can we please? अब ESG अपने आप तो हो नहीं जाएगा. जैसे वो SDGs चले यार, घंटी क्यों बजाई यार? फ्लो टूट जाता है. ओके, तो कमिंग बैक, अब जैसे वो SDGs चले जा रहे हैं वैसे ये ESG भी चलता जाएगा अगर कुछ करेंगे नहीं तो. तो ESG का जो S है ना, is all about people. Internal and external, DEI. So whoever did not get on the bandwagon of DEI till now, please wake up and get on to it. DEI alone cannot do it. HRBPs alone cannot do it. You are the sutradhars. You will take the strategy from DEI. You will put it into the right interventions. You will get the right vendors. You will put it, make sure that there is an impact. There is application. And you will make sure that HRBPs are also trained to give the right answers. All right? Because he has bajaud the ghanti, I will move faster. So the S in ESG has both external and internal. Let's look at the internal. I think you all are pretty well versed with this slide. If any of you wants to talk more about this, let's talk after the session. But what is most important is, and in the previous session, Padmaja also spoke about ROI. देखो सत्य तो है that whatever we do, anything that we put money in, even if I go to the gym, I will ask my trainer मेरा weight कितना कम कराएगा, है कि नहीं? 6 महीने में 10 किलो or whatever. I need an answer if I'm going to pay the gym. Yes or no? Right? So the same thing applies to everything in business. So what we figured out is that if we are going to work on DEI strategies, we need to work along with business and show them what are the metrics that really get impacted. And can we start with a baseline measure, and with every stage of implementation, can we show a movement? And when there is a movement, we get increase in buy-in. All right? So, this is a quick case study that I wanted to share with you, in which we had some goals. The goals were that within 3 years, we had to increase women participation from X to Y, PWD from A to B, LGBTQ from alpha to beta, and ERGs had to be effective, and there had to be a decentralized ownership of inclusion. This is our model that we follow. We started with the metrics that mattered to business. Then we put in a framework of what we will do over the 3 years and who will do it. And every 3 months, we measured them. Now let's look at metrics that matter, okay? This is what we came up with. It was not how many women we have in the leadership team. It was not how many people we have. Representation will happen. Representation is a lagging indicator. You've got to target leading indicators. Basic concept of dhanda, business. Do the right things, the result will happen. These were what we were tracking, quarter on quarter. Post this, we said, how do we run this? So we needed to have leadership buy-in. We got the leaders in a room for 2 days, and we got them to put them in their KRAs with their incentives for 3 years tied to it. क्या दिल को ठंडक पड़ती है, because now it impacts their pockets, right? And then we started working on policies, pay parity. All of this cannot happen in one go. And let's be very practical. Nobody has the budgets to fix pay disparity in one cycle, right? So how do we work on all this? I want to just quickly give you a policy example. This gentleman said, the CHRO said, we have world-class policies. One of the big fours made for us. I was like, very good. So हमें तो कुछ काम ही नहीं करना होगा. He said, yes. I was like, good. Then I asked them that, if there is a person, an employee, and that employee has a child with disability, and that child with disability has a caretaker. That caretaker feeds the child, bathes the child, puts the child to bed. And now this child is getting relocated from Delhi to Bombay. As part of your relocation policy, will you consider the caretaker to be a part of the family and bear the expenses or not? What do you think is the right thing to do? Nobody's thought about it. It's not a part of any policy. It's discretionary. Finance allow नहीं करेगा. भैया, जब attrition होता है, तो finance को पूछा जाता है या HR को पूछा जाता है? Right? So, and finance से पूछो, how many such employees will be there who have a child who's disabled to such an extent? And how many such relocations will happen in a year? What will be the impact on budgets? Minuscule. So that is when we changed the policies, the principles of design thinking and universal design need to go hand in hand when you are creating policies from an inclusive lens. You cannot say best practice क्या है industry में मैं वही कर रही हूँ. Okay? So there were multiple approaches. There was changes to policies and practices. There were KPIs and governance. People were rapped on the knuckles if there were no movement. There was sensitization, as I said, managers need to be, capacity has to be built. ERG mobilization, one big input, ERG is not a voluntary, thankless job. Please make sure they are rewarded. They have a purpose and a goal and a structure and sponsorship. And lastly, track and course correct. So we have our own, many times we say, oh, we have XYZ survey. I don't want to take the name. But we have XYZ survey. उसमें सारा data आ जाता है, women खुश हैं कि नहीं हैं. Very good. But उसमें क्या ये question है that in every meeting I am allowed to contribute, that nobody interrupts me, that in every 6 months I am given an opportunity to learn and grow. You can only get an inclusion index if you have worked with underrepresented communities on ground. There are 21 disabilities. There are LGBTQ is an umbrella term. Gender is on a continuum. Sexual orientation is on a continuum, right? And the diversity report annual summary for wider circulation to shareholders, stakeholders, social media, etc. This is the proprietary survey. I'll skip, you can ask me about it later on. So this was at the end of the month, 14 months, it is still going on, it's a 3-year contract that we are in. We were able to show all of these changes. And because we were able to show these changes in one country, the same thing got replicated in 5 more. Yeah? I'm done, and I'm sure he will not let you ask questions.
Obviously, we can have Q&A in the networking break as questions never ends. Thanks a lot, Ms. Sonika Aaron, for sharing your wonderful thoughts. To do the honors, I request Ms. Soumya Panigrahi, Global Head of Talent Management and Organization Development at Brillio, to please join us on the dais.